Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 2022 Garden State International Film Festival, celebrating its amazing 20th year. My name is Ming Chen,
CJ Cullen,
and we got a full house here today. We have Team Parrot here.
Team Parrot. Like that. Nice. Team Parrot.
Yeah. If you guys get introduced yourself, I guess I'll start here.
Here? Okay.
Yes.
My name's Keith Giosa. I handled all the audio, composer, and also a producer for Parrot.
Amazing.
I'm Z. Joseph Geis. I was the writer and a producer.
Amazing.
Thank you. Bryant Hendricks, and I was one of the producers.
Amazing. We'll go over here.
Yeah. My name is Kyle B. Thompson. I'm the director of Parrot.
And I'm Rick Cook. I'm the cinematographer on Parrot.
Parrot's been the buzz of the festival. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but
apparently I'm learning this.
Everywhere I go, I was like, "Have you seen Parrot? You got to see Parrot." Yeah, I was partying at Porter last night with all the Staten Islanders at the nightclub. They were like, "Where are the Parrot guys?" I thought, all right, I'm like, they must be in the VIP area because
is there a VIP in that place? For a pizza place?
Well, it turns into the nightclub. Every nightclub always has the VIP area, right? It's a standard, right?
Does it have a
champagne?
champagne?
Often, so
I don't know why we didn't get the invite.
I don't know if you want to go in that VIP area.
Yeah, at Porter, yeah, probably not.
Check, please.
Yeah, probably not. How has your experience been so far this weekend? Did you get here? Were you at the Meet the Filmmakers? Did you go to the cocktail thing on Friday night?
Yeah, we've been here since Thursday. Nice. So we've been here for a little bit. I haven't been to this festival in 15 years at this point in time.
Oh,
so
wow.
I was this is a really funny story. I was talking to Diane Raver, who's the founder of this, and I was like, you probably don't remember me, but I was a kid. Like the fourth ever Garden State Film Festival that was here.
Yeah.
My high school was like, they recruited a bunch of like students to come like project. So that was like my first time at this festival, and it's kind of cool now to be back as a filmmaker. It's still kind of neat to be here 20 years later.
When you were here 15 years ago, where you're like, oh man, I'd love to have a film here someday.
That was like sort of a pipe dream for us, and we're like, that'd be great. Circle. And yeah, here we are, like 20 years later.
Where are you from, Jersey?
I'm actually from Philadelphia, which
we'll give you a pass.
Yeah,
we'll give you a pass.
Awkward.
We'll definitely give you a pass.
It's basically New Jersey.
Okay, let's not go that far. Let's not go.
It's basically South Jersey. We're a whole state.
We're Central Jersey does exist.
I am learning that it's like there's like South Jersey and North Jersey are looked at very differently.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And we're Central. We are Central. We are not North.
All right,
we are Central.
We do not differentiate Central in Pennsylvania. You are either North or South.
Yeah. Wait, where did all the messed up guys from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Where are they from? North or South Philly?
Mac, I think, was from South Philly.
Okay.
I think he was South Philly.
Okay, and Charlie, I don't know where he's from.
Charlie's from New England.
Is he really Charlie?
And Geno's or Pat's?
First off, that is either one.
False.
None of them. That's false information. That is where Philadelphia people will send tourists. Yeah, go to Patrodino's. Because the place to go to, there's two. There's Jim's on South Street.
Yes.
Or D'Alessandro's.
Yes.
D'Alessandro's
that is where
I'm
the
gonna
local
throw out a
person
third.
will send
Throw
you.
out the third.
Ishkabibbles.
Ishkabibbles.
I've not had that one yet, but I heard it's...
Especially if you're going to a concert, you pop over to Ishkabibbles, head back in, you're good to go.
Yeah, if you don't want if you want a
Pat's
cheesesteak, that broccoli rub and pork, solid, man.
Pat's and Geno's is just a mimic. It's just like a...
Oh, you're talking Tommy Dimmick. Tommy Dinnick's.
Yeah, Dinnick's,
yeah.
That is... Ooh.
Tony Luke's is another
Tony
good
Luke's,
place.
I don't... Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say that as a New Jersey native, I think New Jersey has much better cheesesteaks.
Oh,
and I would say the best cheesesteak I've ever had is from Mogo in Asbury Park.
They have a cheesesteak?
They have a Korean beef. They have a beef bulgogi cheesesteak.
Which we can go get right now.
Yeah,
if we
and
want
it's
to.
better than anything. Any of the other
Shout out to Mogo.
Yeah.
Always shout out to Mogo.
That's actually, though, I will say the reason that I was in the bathroom leading up to this for so long is we did get Mogo at 3 o'clock in the morning last night.
Oh.
And it just hit me that is why. I mean,
Okay. All right. Okay.
Still ruin the entire interview?
Thanks
for having us.
But now you are ready to go see your film, right?
Yeah, still go to Mogo. Which so when are you guys screening today?
We screened at 2:15 at the Asbury.
Oh, is that what that line was for?
Yeah, it's just like a massive, just people.
People can't wait to go see Parrot.
This is the first film festival we're in, so we're just starting the festival run now. So it's sort of a little nerve wracking because We had a premiere last week of it in Philadelphia, so this is sort of the first time like an audience is gonna really be able to see
An
it.
audience
So
is
hopefully,
not
like,
a bunch of people that we know that are just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
blindly
was that
cheer
the-
for us no matter what.
Right. So those are friends and family.
No, we did
premiere.
we did a public premiere in Philly just to do something specifically for the film
Right.
itself. We had a lot of extras on set, so that was like we wanted to give something for them to see it.
Yeah.
And it was filmed in Philadelphia as well, so
Right.
it was just a way for us to sort of let people see the film versus being like, hey, drive all up to Jersey or
Right.
Media, Pennsylvania, and see it. So we did it was like a 100-seat theater, and
Right.
something small.
How'd it
but
go over?
I think it went
Really
pretty
well.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it went well. I mean,
Solid.
nobody booed us, so that was a plus. I think.
That's good. You didn't get no one threw a
So-
cheese.
Yeah, no one threw a cheesesteak at us.
She's no, it wasn't like the Claw premiere where everyone was fighting and there
Right,
was no
right.
riots.
That's what I heard. They busted up the Jersey Shore Arts
That's what I
Center.
heard. That's what I'm like. Man, these guys are
Quite a
we
tragedy.
we met them yesterday. Like, these guys are badass. We
I
can't.
think there were fatalities. I heard. Like, yeah, I don't know. These are just rumors.
Someone got shot. No.
yeah.
Allegedly.
Gunplay. This isn't Philadelphia. This is Asbury.
Asbury Park,
Asbury's
you
got
never know.
gunplay as
Man.
well.
So when did you guys film this? During, after the crazy pandemic? Or
In
what?
the middle. of it.
we were like right in the heart of the pandemic. I think it was like January 2021. So it was like before like vaccines were a thing,
Yeah.
and it almost didn't actually pan out,
Right.
Because there were so many obstacles of the film. There's this giant scene where we had people protesting out front. We had a library full of children, and we put out like a casting ad for it. We're thinking no one's gonna show up to this.
Yeah.
It's like in the middle of and people did.
People walking around being like, it's just a normal day in Philly.
Well, we actually the protest.
Funny story.
Yeah, funny story about that.
Yeah,
There
do
was
tell.
we have the film's basically about a drag queen who. Have you ever heard of Drag Queen Story Hour? It's basically where drag queens read books to children.
Okay.
You can imagine those things get protested pretty heavily.
Right.
And Joe wrote a beautiful film that basically is about a sort of an active shooter threat that sort of takes place during a drag queen story hour. So we had to have a crowd of people like protesting out front.
Right.
And it was so realistic that like the police showed up and they were like
Always
hey,
a good sign.
Yeah, they were like, hey, we were just told that there's a protest happening out front. So the neighbors had sort of like the back of the library. It was
Right.
like, we're going to call the police on these people. And that's how realistic it was. But yeah, Philly was like, they were like, all right.
Yeah.
I was surprised that we got enough people to come out and protest on Broad. They're like, yeah, totally.
Yeah, I think we were
you
just.
need me to yell at a bunch of things?
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, I do this every day
in
anyway.
Philly? Yeah, I think people just started to do anything at that point. They're like, yeah, let's go to a fake protest for some
Yeah,
crazy
they were
movie.
oddly willing to,
guess,
to
I don't
yell
know.
terrible things. It's really
Yeah, there's some stuff in that that's could be offensive, which we asked. We had to keep it real to the story, and we had this like there's like this one, I won't repeat it, but there's like this one sign of something that says offensive, and we asked there's a little boy who's in the protest scene,
Yeah.
because we wanted kids to be a part of it as well, just to have a difference of perspective, and I like look at the kid's mom, I'm like, can he hold this sign? And the mom just looks at me and she just goes, absolutely not. Like it was like she said something else, but I won't repeat that on
Right.
this. But yeah, I mean, we got a ton of people to come out for that. I was kind of shocked, to be honest with you.
That's amazing. And so wait, is that the synopsis of the? I probably should have asked in the beginning. It's like, what's Parrot about?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll let
horrible interviewers.
No, it's okay.
Horrible interviewers.
We're more
We're
worried
learning
about
about-
the food and food.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
we
we're-
don't
we're-
want to talk about his
we're
food.
learning about Rick's
Yeah.
health.
If there's any gastroenterologists out there,
Yeah, please come in.
parrotmovie.com. You can find me
Parrotmovie.com.
there.
Yeah, so you want to talk about the film?
Yeah.
Sure. So, let's see. Yeah. So it's about a drag queen story hour.
Okay.
And a little boy goes because his mother takes him.
Okay.
The father finds out about it, doesn't necessarily approve,
Okay.
and things sort of go south from there.
Wow. Okay. What inspired this?
So-
are you a drag queen, or have you?
No,
I've
but-
never even heard of the drag queen story. I want to go now.
yeah,
We're
Yeah.
learning
That's
a
the
lot of
thing,
people
yeah.
don't actually, which probably might hurt us, but we're learning a lot of people don't know what that program is. too.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, this is
Yeah, you're
interesting.
enlightening people though. But
Yeah,
what
that's
inspired this?
Actually, I was screening films for a festival, and a documentary about drag queens came up,
Yeah.
and it followed several of them around in Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of behind the scenes, them being interviewed, but also a lot of footage of the story hours.
Right.
And I was just fascinated.
Yeah.
I found it so moving. And so I went away for a little while. and kind of it marinated.
Right.
The idea marinated, and there was one of the drag queens was talking about an active shooter, or was an active shooter, but in Houston, Texas,
Right.
a man came to one of these things with a gun. And
Texas, man.
yeah, and it was, I believe, February of 2019.
Okay.
And the drag queen being interviewed was saying how they fear for their lives,
Right.
and especially when they hear stories like this.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, good, nothing happened, it ended peacefully.
Yeah.
But what if something did happen?
Right.
And that's kind of was the spark.
How'd you go about the auditioning process for this? Did you get
Yes.
real
So
drag
that's
queens,
another-
actors playing?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
We actually oh hey, look, it's Samantha's family. Hey there. Sorry, I got distracted. We actually went through we reached out to, I just Googled like on the internet, sorry, like Philadelphia drag queens.
Okay.
And the first thing that comes up is a character named Brittany Lynn.
Okay.
And we found out that Brittany Lynn is like a well-known drag queen in Philadelphia. So we reached out and we sent them the casting call, and we're like, hey, if you know any drag queens that may want to audition, send us along.
Yeah.
And they're like, great, this is awesome. And then we never got any like submissions for drag queens. And Brittany Lynn auditioned. And I mean, it was the perfect role. They were perfect for it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have given it to anybody else at this point. But we asked later on, we're like, how come no one else, like, you sent that out, right? And they go, no, that role was for mine. And she goes, I'm not sending out to those bitches. That's what he said.
That's
I was like, oh, sorry, I don't know if we're allowed to curse on this. But
please.
okay,
Yes.
great.
All
From
day
Philadelphia,
yesterday,
I thought.
right?
perfect.
I think you guys should curse more, but yeah.
I don't know.
Don't
You
hold
guys
back.
really from Philly? Like I'm down.
Yeah, Rick's from Jersey. I was born and raised in.
I'm kidding.
I'm like trying to like no.
I'm kidding. It's like, where's the potty mouth? Well, yeah, it's out there.
You should have been hanging out with us last night. It was pretty bad.
We heard about that too. So we heard about that too. How long was the shoot schedule? How long did you guys shoot for?
We shot for 3 days.
4 days.
4 days, and then we ended up going back to shoot a 5th day.
No, we shot 3 days. We went back for a 4th day.
Okay, what he said.
Okay.
Rick apparently knows this more than yeah.
Okay.
So the last day we had a really crazy snowstorm, and we had to rush a couple things, and then Rick called me. He's like, I think we should go back and reshoot this last scene, and it was such a good move because the last shot is super important to the film.
Right.
And just from looking at it, I mean, no one is ever going to see the old version of this, but looking at the two shots in comparison, it was great to go back and reshoot that. It was so much better.
Yeah, it was a scene that took place in the daytime, but the snowstorm rolled in and it just went pitch black outside.
Yeah.
So we were like trying to light things, but we could see out the windows. So
Right.
You could tell.
It was snowing and it was.
Yeah, and there's snow plows going by.
Yeah.
And the crew's panicking because at this point we have like 8 inches of snow on the ground. How's everyone going to get home? So,
it's
we
kind of a
decided to
Rube
call it.
Goldberg shot too. Like there was a whole sequence of things that had to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was good to come back and actually get the timing down and,
Okay.
and lay all that
Oh,
out.
Rube Goldberg. That's a great reference. Man.
Thank you.
That's
I'll be here all day.
That's a
How was the
Try to
editing
cheese steak.
process for this?
yeah. The editing.
Yeah, it was. We didn't really go through a lot of different cuts. I feel like we.
No, this was I think
I mean, it
one
was
of the
pretty
shortest
straightforward.
like amounts of cuts we've done on any short film in a long time. It just kind of came together.
Yeah, your first cut was pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like I think at the end we had like 5 different drafts of it, but there was nothing that. There is an alternative ending though that Brittany Lynn, who's the main actor
Yep.
in the film, won it, and we showed that at a different screening. But
Okay.
but that's the editing was pretty straightforward. I think the music that Keith did was probably more of a better story than me in an office by myself editing.
How was the music?
Yeah.
I
do tell.
can't wait to let you all down now since he set me up for
Okay.
failure.
It's a great story. It's amazing.
Now the music came together relatively easily too. We were doing a spotting session in my studio, and I just started playing ideas just so Kyle had something to edit to. He likes to edit to music and kind of get the timing down. So I just started improvising something, and he said, "That's it. Whatever that was,
Yeah,
do
that's
it. Do that." And
That's
then
it. I heard what I found what I wanted.
Yeah,
think
didn't Keith hate it?
He
still
did
don't
not.
like
Yeah,
it,
he did not
but
like it at first.
It's not my choice. It's for the people.
he sent it over to me. I used it as a draft to like edit to.
Yeah.
And I think from there we just sort of build on top of that. So yeah, the post production was easy. I mean, that was,
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially, I mean, so Kyle sent me like this animated kind of like shot list.
Yeah.
And we almost shot exactly to that shot list. It's something I've never really done, but yeah, we did that. So I feel like you already kind of knew how everything
Yeah,
was
that's a
going to
good
go.
point. I forgot we did that. Yeah, so we did a previs of the whole film prior. So
Oh,
we
wow,
basically
okay,
just
that's-
animated the whole film,
Yeah.
which was super. I forgot we totally did this, and it was so easy to send it over to Rick and be like, "Hey man, this is what we're looking for."
Where it's like, oh, I got it.
and
yeah.
we also we were able to catch editing mistakes before we got to the editing room.
Right.
So if an edit didn't work, we were sort of cutting. We basically built every shot and then we cut the film up.
Yeah.
And then we shot it and then just template matched that to do a final cut. So it made the post production thing smooth.
Is that something you've always been doing? It's smart. I don't know how much more time it added to pre-production.
No, I mean,
This was
pre-visuals.
coronavirus. We had plenty of time.
Yeah,
Oh, right,
yeah.
right. Oh, you guys
All the time in the world.
You guys weren't busy. What? Like,
Yeah, no. We almost released a film just like that without even shooting it. We're like, let's make an animation film of this. As a director, I'm a big storyboard person.
Yeah.
I think it gives it, but this was the first time I did it like a whole pre-visual and like edit the film prior.
Yeah.
And I would 1,000% do that again. And it's fairly simple. It wasn't the best at it. I'm not Pixar, but it was just it's a software that could use.
What? It didn't look like Cars.
No, yeah, it did not. It was just like drawings.
I teach film in high school, and I tell kids all the time, do the storyboards, and you follow the storyboards, and it will just come out great.
Yeah.
It'll be easier in the process, and they never listen.
Right, yeah.
They don't want to do
Everyone wants to just
storyboards.
shoot. They
And
just
I'm like,
wanna go-
listen, this is my storyboard. I got stick figures. Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know your shots, but they just don't
Yeah,
want to do it. So you just,
I was that kid in high school.
Okay.
That was like, I hear you, but I'm just gonna go for it.
film.
Yeah, you turned out all right. You turned out okay, right?
Yeah, I think everybody
something
wants
like that.
they want to
Close
get
Still
the
questionable.
Edit.
Yeah.
Or that's like the fun
Yeah,
part.
Still
set,
a
film,
debated
edit.
topic.
You got it. You got to write that story.
Yeah, and that's
you gotta create that.
yeah, the editing part. I mean, like being on set is the most fun, but I'm a true believer in like planning and. I mean, I'm sure every filmmaker is gonna say that, but like doing a shot list or doing a storyboard, if you could do it beforehand, this is I think.
Well, you say your editing was so much easier that way.
Yeah, because you know it. Like you already know how it's gonna edit,
No.
and then you can make adjustments. But like you also know sort of like what parameters you can hit to. So if there's something that doesn't work or an edit doesn't work, you're catching it way beforehand. I mean, we had I think during that maybe dropped shots or maybe had fixed shots, but I think that right. It's just so much easier to do that from you basically have the whole film in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the adjustments were almost seamless too. Anytime there had to be a change because the mock-up didn't match the space we were in because we didn't really know what the space was like till we got there. So fortunately, having Rick and the crew that worked with him, they were just able to make adjustments on the fly, and it's all seamless.
What's next for the film?
yeah.
I mean, we're just getting our festival run started.
Okay.
So we're here this weekend. We're in Media Film Festival next weekend.
Okay.
And then Northeast Pennsylvania and then
Scranton.
Scranton. Yeah. So we're just getting
The
started.
Pennsylvanians.
Yeah, the Pennsylvania.
Get 'em done early.
We're just knocking that state out now early, and then so I mean, they'll probably do it. We'll probably just continue to submit to festivals for the next year and
Okay. And see what happens.
and then see what happens and see what sticks, and at the end of it, hopefully we teach people about Drag Queen Story Hour a little bit. So.
Yeah, I mean, I educated me and everyone watching right now, so that's.
Any projects you're working on now?
Yeah, what are you working on now?
I mean, Rick and I've got a couple things in the book, but not really necessarily projects that we're doing personally. More of we have some client work that we're coming up. I don't know if that's worth sharing, but
We have another film that's going through festivals right now too.
Yeah, plug
the
it,
Butterfly.
plug it.
Yeah, sorry.
Butterfly, and then we have another one in post.
It's a film called The Butterfly, another short film. Post-apocalyptic, dystopian type world
Okay.
where transgendered people have been ruled illegal
Okay.
and they're being hunted down.
Wow,
And,
I mean, very poignant right now for sure.
Yeah, and it's really a story of this. It's like a mother relationship. A woman takes one in and
Right.
sort of sheltering her, and then the law enforcement finds out,
Yeah.
and that's kind of
Wow. All right. So that's making the festival circuit right now.
Yeah.
So you can catch it
yeah.
at a fest.
at a
somewhere.
festival.
right.
At a festival coming soon. Yeah.
That's amazing. And then so you screen today 2:15.
Yeah, we're
you said?
2:15 over at the Asbury Hall Parrot. That's
Yeah, just follow the lines. I'm like, where do you like for a Parrot?
follow lines.
Lined
Yeah.
up outside, yeah.
Look for the
for sure.
T-shirt gun.
They actually got us one of those big lights, the spotlights
Oh,
to go.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the problem is it's screening during the daytime, so I don't know that anyone's gonna. see
Right,
it.
right, and then Batman shows up. It's like, what are you doing here? It's like, it's like, oops. Yeah, that's all. That's awesome. Well, great luck, guys.
Thank you
Is
so
there a
much.
website, social media?
So parrotmovie.com, it's not fully launched yet, but just any Parrot movie.
Yeah.
Instagram, we're on Facebook. It's all just at Parrot Movie.
Also, redflightpictures.com.
Yes.
Redflightpictures.com is
Yeah.
probably the better place to go.
Great.
I'm like not good at answering questions
Yeah,
today.
I guess I'm PR
This is
now.
why Keith's
That's
here.
why you bring like 6 other people
Yeah,
with
that's
you.
why.
It's like, what's
Teamwork, man.
We
That's
roll
what it
deep.
is.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. All right. So much love, much luck.
You too, man. Thank you. Thanks.
Many cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
Philly, when you guys come to Philly, let us know. We'll,
Yeah, have
we'll
a great
take you guys some
screening.
good cheesecakes or cheesesteaks.
Some of the Mogo cheesesteak.
Yeah. the
Thank you
most-
very much
Yeah.
to the Garden State.
And yeah, so
Yeah.
if you're here at the festival, 2:15, go to the Asbury. It's the buzz of the festival.
Yes.
I'll probably win every award.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Don't hype it up. It's not that. I mean, I think it's a good film, but I don't know about this.
I'm hearing bidding wars. I'm hearing Universal's bidding against Lionsgate. I mean that's I saw.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I saw Spielberg and like Amblin Entertainment out there. I don't know.
Text me earlier. It's
It's just it's crazy. So that means you gotta go see it. Also, if you're around Asbury, go see Parrot.
Yes.
Film's rolling all day, and then there's the award ceremony tonight. GSFF.org. Yeah, come. What else are you doing today? What are you mowing the lawn or something? No, come see some films.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Come see
Why
some
not?
awesome. Meet these
Come to
guys.
Asbury
Come hang
Park,
out, we're
watch
fun.
the movies.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you guys soon.
Thank you.